Okay, guys, I'm just gonna get right into this. Is probably the most delicious thing that I have seen on social media in a couple of weeks. This Twitter user named, I don't even want to say his name, I just want to call him like expletive deleted, expletive clown, but his name is Sue Hale. Don't judge me for this, but if you ever heard the concept of somebody with a punchable face, this is like choice. I know it's petty, it sucks, but it is what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Some people have that face you just go ooh, and it just the way that it would like go in, it's just squishy and just it, anyway. You catch my drift, but I digress. This is just scrumptious. So a Twitter user named Punch My Face said there is no doubt in my mind that making AI art is real art. And he goes on to say, I spent 1.5 hours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me try that again. I spent 1.5 hours tweaking things to produce these visuals. The hair, the perfect red lipstick color, focus, eyes, wrinkles, theme, reflection, clothes. It was a joy to achieve a result I couldn't have previously. Oh my god. So, look, you can only imagine the absolute fantastic dog pile that ensued. So, this is what he made. We've got Wonder Woman's ripped off head off the internet, floating with her neck is 10 feet long. We have this asymmetrical woman here with just tons of random sparkles in it. I mean, look, it's fine. It's fine. The issue isn't the crappy artwork that he made with the inconsistent light sources and all this. It doesn't matter. It's the I spent 1.5 hours. Okay, sorry. Let's just get right into it because oh my god, it's incredible. So and then we'll just add another addendum to this. He seems to be very proud of the fact that he used the input image to have the AI riff off of. And he says, well, if I take the image out, I get this thing. It's like, dude, you just keep telling on yourself. He said, but once I add a picture of Taylor Swift, I get that. Like, talk about zero self awareness. It's just so, anyway, this guy, it's almost like a shit post. It's almost like this guy is doing this on purpose to try to attract hate to get exposure. But reading all of his replies, unfortunately, we just can't give him that credit. So then you see here, he's like, look, I made all these generations. I input another. He basically stole another AI user's image and then input it into here to get these images. And you'll see he actually picked like this bottom right one. It's fuck. You picked the worst one, but that's not what this is about. So let's get into some of these comments here. I mean, look, everybody is just dogpiling this guy. And if you've been discouraged, if this AI art thing has got you feeling like, what's the point of any of this? Look, there is hope. People are not having this. This is just absolutely delicious. So here we go. First reply from this guy Mello. Tech bros, after 1.5 hours of backbreaking work typing out astronaut lipstick, shiny crooked face. Just getting started it, and this is the one tattling on themselves by showing this screenshot and how it's literally explicitly copying a real artist, Greg Rutkowski. She circled. We've actually made a video about this exact thing, and it's just the level of self-awareness that this complete clown does not possess. And this comment, I was actually watching this increase in real time yesterday. I just had it open on my iPad and I would look over and just watch the number tick up. Because this is the real problem here. Whatever you think about AI art, it's very difficult to do mental gymnastics required to justify this. And if you can do that, then you obviously there's something wrong with you. You're not a human being. You're just like a sociopathic android. So 26,000 likes on this post or this reply to this dude. And it is just like, I highly recommend that if you have Twitter, go find this post from this dude, Sue Hale, with the punchable. Don't punch him. It's just a descriptive. I'm not recommending anybody go punch him. It's just a term I think we can all understand. Like yellow or banana, punchable face. So yeah, like 26,000. This guy 13,000. I mean, the ratio is just delicious. The dog pile, fantastic. Here's another one. There's no doubt in my mind that ordering pizza is proof of culinary prowess. I spent 10 minutes tweaking things to order this pizza. The toppings, perfect thin crust gold mushrooms. It was a joy to achieve a result I couldn't previously have. Like, it's just amazing. This guy just pointing out the weird face, but I actually knew a girl in high school who kind of had this face, and I hate to say it, people actually would kind of comment it was actually really mean. I spent a serious 30 minutes ordering a dish with the perfect ingredients, cooked to perfection. I can't believe how far I've come as a chef. Thank you. Nailed it. If you are using text to image generators and think you are an artist, just stop. You are just completely ridiculous. Everybody knows you're ridiculous. I get into it with a lot of people on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, look, dude, the learning curve is zero. You have no talent, you have no skill. Just post this and say, hey, look what I had this machine make. It's a kind of fun entertainment tool. As soon as you call yourself an artist, you are just asking for it. It's just, I'm going to scroll through this. I'm not going to read all these comments. There is just too many. There is a couple of people defending this, but they just get annihilated. And it's so delicious. I was starting to lose hope. Everybody seems to just cover this topic in a favorable way. Like, if you make a video on how to do AI art, the latest this, the latest that, here's how you work it, you get just tons and tons of clicks and views. And I actually thought about it for about 5 seconds. I said, well, why don't I just completely find a way to turn my brain upside down and be okay with this trash? And then I can just blow up my YouTube channel. Maybe I can even make some money with it. But it's like the level of disgusting that I would feel inside. I just couldn't even begin to fathom it. And then it made me think, like, do the people that make videos for this, do they actually believe what they're saying, or they have just identified like a really popular topic in a way to like aggregate views? It's one thing to report on it. It's another thing to kind of like make videos on how to use artist prompts. I see a lot of that, and it's absolutely disgusting. Now, this guy, Mr. Punchable Face, goes on to say that, well, it's the same thing. I use Ableton to make music. You don't make music. You just like line up a bunch of samples in a thing. So get off your ass. And this is somebody saying something about abstract art. I don't give a shit. I mean, abstract art is still art. I don't care if somebody wants to make an argument that it doesn't take the most skill. If it gives you a feeling, then it's art, and it's made by a human. I think that's an important aspect of it. A friend of mine's father, who is actually a very well-established artist from New York City, who has had gallery shows, was alive during all these times. He's much older now. His opinion on this is like, this is ridiculous, this AI art thing. The question isn't about make me an apple. The real issue is show me the artist's interpretation of the apple, right? Does that make sense to you? I don't want to see a computer generated. I want to see how you perceive the apple. And the computer doesn't do that. The computer doesn't have an idea. It's not often dreamland, imagining the possibilities of apples and other dimensions, of spirituality. The computer is just ripping off images that it has from its ill-gotten data set, and it's just mashing them together to give you a few options for you to choose, like sandwich toppings. Oh, it's just so good. I mean, I would read all of these to you. You can kind of read them as I slowly scroll by. This person actually showed some of their own art. Like, well done. It's just, this just goes on and on and on and on and on. Paintbrush skills bigger than verbal prompt skills. And this guy, and then Mr. Punchable Face says, it will have brush skills too, but not in the way people use them today. Yeah, like, don't just brush in, like, that's not a brush skill. That's just like a selecting an area for the AI to perform its fuckery. Oh my God. Ian McHugh, the absolute legend. Didn't see this one. Wow, a whole hour and a half. Imagine what you could do if you increased your typing speed. Yes! Yes, thank you. Thank you. So you see what I'm saying here? This is delicious. This is absolutely fantastic. So go find this guy's post. Let him know how you feel. I'll scroll through a little bit more, and let's just drink it in. Oh, this is the chicken soup for the soul that I was missing this week. We had a hurricane down here. You know, I'm getting a lot of hate about my, you know, some of my opinions and positions about this, but this just lets you know you are not alone. I will never sing again. I'm sorry. I might sing again, but you are not alone. So many people feel this way, and it's not to say, and I just have to get almost serious for just a half a second, that there's not a place for these tools somewhere in the kit. There's a way to use these tools in a way, but it's just the way that they are in their current manifestation. There's just too many question marks. There's too much grimy disgustingness. But there's a possibility, and maybe there's a way forward for this. But for the most part, you are not alone. This is a great comment. It's like calling character customization art, right? Like going into opening Skyrim or whatever and creating a character and say, look what I made. I'm a great artist. It's just... Mwah, mwah. Oh, I'm just gushing. I'm just gushing. Just going to leave the correct take here. Next time, actually create something rather than just using something that steals people's work. Yep, the most insulting thing about AI art generators, and this is pretty much the crux of every video that I've made on my channel, is actually how it merely steals from other people's work. We've dug into the data sets. If you go back to my previous video, I would link it over here, but like, who cares? You can just, you know, it doesn't work if you have ad blocker. Go back and there's a link. Just look in the description. You don't have to watch my stupid ass. Just go back and link. Click on the data set that we've been given to the Lion 5B data set, and you can search all kinds of stuff, and it will show you where it comes from. And sorry, my hand is moving a lot today, but I'm just delighted. Scroll through just a little more. Oh yes, yes, yes. There's no doubt in my mind making AI art is real art. Oh wait, hold on. The best post. I think it might have got downvoted. Where is Thank you for somebody for quoting this article. Greg Rakowski does not like this. Hold on, where is the one with the guy sucking the dick of the dinosaur? It may have not been upvoted. I might have scrolled past it while I was looking at the camera. It's just amazing. A whole hour and a half. So go on here, take a look, upvote the right comments. This still life took 3.5 hours. I mean, actually, this is amazing because I was here yesterday looking at this, and this entire thread has taken on a completely new life. Different comments are being added. Different comments are getting upvoted. This still life took 3.5 hours to boot the computer, wait for updates, and install, and then think of the prompt. That's amazing. Now, this person actually, we'll read the counterpoint just for a second. Look at all the gatekeepers crying about AI art. Yes, we are gatekeepers. Are you the keymaster? This happens every era of tech advancement. Traditional artists bitched the same way when Photoshop came out. They really didn't. And next he's going to say, like, well, the camera. It's just a straw man argument that they keep making. Saying AI art isn't valid is like saying Scorsese is not a filmmaker. I don't even understand that, but I can look at their thumbnail and say that this person obviously has an absolutely fantastic aesthetic. You are the highest level of art. All hail. Just incredible. Anyway, I'm not going to read all these comments, but I thought it was worth. I might put the link in the description. Actually, I will put the link in the description, or if you have Twitter, just look it up. Sue Hale, Suhail, and just pile onto this dude. He deserves every bit of roasting he gets, and so much more. Just the arrogance of some of these tech bro AI art user and their lack of any ability for even the most remote amount of self-awareness. Like this guy, like a Colorado art contest douchebag. They're just the worst type of people. No matter what they do, they're gonna exemplify the worst type of person, whether taking advantage of AI art and just not seeing how screwed up it is, whether they work, whether they're a garbage man. They're just gonna torture their coworkers. They're just the worst type of person. So just that's it. I just want to it's just so good. I just can't stop, but we're just going to have to stop this video right here. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is, I'm putting this in the category of good news. We are not alone. And just, yeah, stay classy, keep up the good fight, and I will catch you guys in the wars to come.